What do you remember about class last week? And then I kind of do a cheat and give you the information in the second part. So we were talking about shaping your children, teaching your children the way you want them to go. Was there anything from class last week that stood out for you? Anything that you want to implement into your own child raising? Give you guys a moment to type that out. And you will be needing a notebook, writing utensil, junk paper. You will be needing that because we got a lot of introspection today. All right, so it doesn't look like anybody wants to talk about last week. No worries, not a problem. Let's move on to today. So today's class is called The Code of Love. And clearly we're going to talk about love and relationships. So when we talk about relationships, people immediately go to the thought of boo things, romantic, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. Like that's what people automatically think about when you say the term relationship. And we are going to talk about romantic relationships, but you also have relationships with your friends. You also have relationships with your family, which is a familial relationship. So let's get to the questions. We're starting early today. We starting early today with the self-introspection. So get ready. Like I said, you will need pen and paper or junk mail or the notepad in your phone or the chat box or just the inside of your brain. But I want you to seriously consider the upcoming questions and prompts for your life. No right or wrong answers. Consider it for your life. So, question numero uno. Let me move my face out the way. What are the behaviors and or values that would be deal breakers in a mate? So in a romantic relationship, what are the behaviors or values that would be a deal breaker for you? So for me, dishonesty, lying is deal breaker. I cannot and will not deal with a liar. Okay, we've got somebody that says controlling. Yes. Anger. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. And, you know, when the responses come quick, that means you've thought about it, which is a good thing. Negative. Yeah. Somebody that's negative, somebody that's angry, somebody that's controlling. Yep. Okay. Question. Yep, I agree with you on liar, can't do it. That's right. Nobody has time for all that mess. Okay. Question number 2. Before we even get to question number 2, we got liar, cheater, and abusive. Correct, correct, correct. I know I said there's no right or wrong answers, but those are all correct, okay? Y'all deserve so much more than to be with somebody that lies to you, abuses you, is angry towards you, cheats on you. Y'all deserve better. We deserve better. All right. Question number 2, unmotivated, negativity. Okay. Y'all got these, y'all coming in with it. Okay. Okay. Question number 2, what are the behaviors and values that would be a deal breaker in a friend? So non-romantic. What are the behaviors or values that would be a deal breaker? For me, if there's no reciprocity in a friendship, I don't want it. Like, I am a fantastic friend. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I am a great friend. And if I'm not receiving that in return, why am I using the term friend on you? You know? So we got on here fake users. Yeah. You got to be mindful about who you let be close to you. Friendship or romantic. Jealous. Okay, yeah. All right, question number 3, busybody. Ooh, busybody. Nobody said that one before. Question number 3. How do you handle uncomfortable situations? No right or wrong answer. It's just, how do you handle them? Do you confront them and just make it work out? Do you run away? Do you remove yourself from the situation? I know for myself, I don't like confrontation. So, especially at work, I can't, at work. So, let's see. I've got on here, somebody leaves, reflect, then talk, peace, pray about it. Yes. All these answers are perfect. There's no right or wrong answer. All these answers are perfect. Question number 4 continues in the same vein. When you are in an uncomfortable situation, do you speak up? If yes, why? If no, why? Oh, somebody says silence in an uncomfortable situation, silence. So that means you do not speak up. Okay. Okay. And if y'all ever feel uncomfortable about responding, you do not have to respond, okay? But I want you to take the time to think about these answers in your life, whether you respond in the chat box or not, okay? You always have the ability to do your comfort level in here. All right, let's go to the next page. I told y'all we're going to be introspective today, okay? Whew, this is a big one. Do you do things that make you feel uncomfortable in order to please others? I speak up if the relationship is worth it. If not, I do not say anything. Yes, I speak up. Yes, my voice will be heard because it matters. Okay. So, do you do things that make you feel uncomfortable in order to please others? This is a hard one. When I was younger, absolutely yes. Now, mm-mm, mm-mm. Um, I will say public speaking makes me uncomfortable. I still do it anyway because I'm good at it. But doing things to please others that would not please me, I'm good. I'm good. Never been a people pleaser. Okay. No, I don't. No. Okay. All right. Question number 2 on this page. What do your answers tell you about what is most important to the way that you live your life? So, are your answers telling you that you don't like confrontation and that you want to surround yourself with people that are honest and forthright? Are your answers telling you that you're okay with confrontation and I'm letting my friendships slide and I should have more boundaries in my friendships and relationships? What are your answers telling you about what is most important to the way you live your life? Are your answers telling you that you're doing something right and you like the boundaries you've set and you like the deal breakers that you've set? And question number 3 is, what matters most to you in life? Let's see. Peace is always better. I value my mental health and I am outspoken about things. Yes, setting boundaries is a way of life. Okay. All right. So, what matters most to you in life? I've had people say being happy. Okay. Yes. You deserve to be happy. We all deserve to be happy and joyful. Yeah. I've had people say to be happy. Yeah. I've had people say that their family matters the most, that their kids matter the most. Um, One person said that their husband matters the most. So, whatever matters most to you in life is what matters to you. I've had people a couple of years back say money. If money is what matters most to you, then that's what matters to you. Okay, happy, respect. Okay, all right. Y'all have been thinking about these things because your answers are coming so quickly, and I love that. These are the important things you need to know about yourself and how you live your life. Respect and service. Okay. All right, so this page, all the questions on this page is dealing with a romantic relationship. We'll talk about family and friendships on the next page. So on this page, romantic relationship. How much time do I spend with my partner and how much time do I spend alone? Once again, no right or wrong answers. Do you want to spend 99% of your time with your partner and 1% alone? Do you want to spend 75% of time alone and 25% with your partner? How much time do you want to spend with your partner and how much time do you want to spend alone? Okay, got 20-80. 20% with your partner, 80% alone. Okay. Or maybe vice versa. But start to think about this. It's important. If you get into a relationship with somebody and they don't want to spend time with you and you want to spend 80% of your time with them, that may or may not work, you know? So it's important to know this about yourself. There are married couples that live separately, and that's what works for their relationship. There are married couples that have separate rooms, and that's what works for their relationship. So your relationship is what works for you and the person you're in the relationship with. Don't let society tell you, oh, you didn't spend time with your man today? How come? He must not like you. You do what works for you and your relationship. I want to spend 100% of time alone and 100% of time with my kids. All right, question number 2. How much of myself do I keep to myself? And how much of myself do I share with my partner? Do you leave some skeletons in the closet? Do you let it all out and say, you know what, this is me, deal with it or don't? And once again, there's no right or wrong answer. This is just how you feel about your romantic partnerships. Question number 3. Where do I fall on the spectrum of commitment? Do I value monogamy, or do I place a higher value on independence and experimentation? So here's the thing. Not everybody wants to be married. If you are the type of person that wants to be married, and you meet somebody and y'all are vibing and they're like, nah, I'm not getting married ever. Do not stay thinking, oh, my love will change his mind. Believe what people say when they say it. If you value monogamy and you want to be married, do not go out and spend years with somebody hoping and praying that they will change their mind. Okay? So we've got somebody on here that says 100% commitment or nothing, 100% monogamy. Lovely. And, if you're somebody out there that doesn't care about monogamy, that's fine too. There's no right or wrong answers. That's perfectly fine. But make sure you get into a relationship that shares that. Because guess what? You can't compromise. If one person wants monogamy and the other person doesn't, there's no compromise. Just like if one person wants kids and the other one doesn't, there's no compromise. You can't have 2/3 of a kid. Okay? All right. And question number 4 kind of goes into number 3. How do I feel about marriage as an institution? Some people believe in marriage. Some people don't. Some people are like, common law marriage. Some people say a marriage certificate is just a piece of paper. Other people say, well, money's just some paper too, but I want that. So whatever you value, whatever you desire is correct for your life. All right, so, looks like we're still on relationship. Looks like it's the next page. I told y'all we're going to have a lot of questions today. So, in my ideal relationship, am I comfortable with a partner who's different from me, or do I need to be with someone who shares my values? And to what extent? So, is it okay if you're in a relationship that someone does not share your same religious background? Like if you're Christian, could you date somebody that's Hindu? Or if you are Jewish, could you date somebody that's Buddhist? And once again, no right or wrong answer. If you believe in aliens and your partner does not, will that work for you? Or do you have to be in a relationship with someone that also believes in aliens? If you think fruits and vegetables are like all that in a bag of chips, That's so old. Totally just dated myself. But if you think fruits and vegetables are wonderful, can you date somebody that hasn't had a fruit or vegetable in 27 years? Nobody can answer this but you. But you need to know what level of comfort you're at with someone that's different and in what ways that they are different. I would rather be with someone who shares real love and aliens. Yes. All right. Question number 6. Do I feel the need to make important decisions together with my partner, or am I comfortable with one of us having greater input and control in the relationship? Believes in aliens and supernatural things. Prefer someone who is close to me, can't be too different. Together, it's a partnership. Okay, so we got somebody out there saying it's a partnership. I am learning that I work best in a partnership. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting a partner or a teammate, and vice versa. If somebody, believes I want to be in a relationship with when they lead and I just kind of support, there's nothing wrong with either of those ideologies. You guys both have to be on the same page, though. Question number 7. What kind of qualities do I want my partner to bring to our relationship? And what qualities feel unimportant to me? I know when I was younger, I was like, oh, he gotta be good looking. I don't care about looks at this point. At this point, I want my partner to be funny and smart, because that doesn't really go away. Looks fade, y'all. Okay, looks fade. But intelligence and humor goes a long way. But if you value attractiveness, that's okay too. Yeah, so think about what qualities you want your partner to bring and what qualities you really don't care about. If you plan on having kids with somebody, do you want them to be mature? Or do you want to raise kids plus a spouse that's a kid? Got to think about these things. Funny, smart, patient, have self-control, want to communicate and loves to spend quality time. Yeah. I know many of us have a list of the qualities we want in a partner. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's flip the script and we're going to talk about familial and friendship relationships for the next few questions. All right, so when I think about the friendships and family relationships in my life, what is my strongest feeling? When you think about your circle or when you think about your family, are you thinking joy? Are you thinking frustration, anger, ambivalence? What is that initial feeling when you think about it? Mixed emotions, okay? That's fair. That's an honest answer. So for me, when I think about my circle, it's joy. I have created a wonderful circle around me. And if if there was anger or hurt in there, then I think I would have to reevaluate my circle. Same mixed emotions, same mixed emotions. Okay. Question number 2, do I prefer having a large circle of friends or a few close ones? That's a good one. I know, when I was younger, I want to have 100 million friends. Now I don't want that many people in my business. Okay, a few, no friends. No, no, no. I don't know if y'all have heard my little soapbox about no new friends, but that just makes me sad. You can't go through this life alone. I know that everybody has different histories and different hurts and different pains. But when Drake came out with that song, y'all, I wanted to drop kick him because, people move, people start lives over, and the willingness to accept somebody new, the willingness to let your guard down and make new friendships could change your life for the better. I have groups of friends. I have two friends from middle school that I will love till the day I die. I have two friends from college that I will love till the day I die. Two friends from Virginia when I moved there after college. And then I have a friend that I met in 2018. And in the last 6 months, we have gotten so close, and I'm grateful for that. My life is enhanced for that new friendship. So I know Drake started a little something with the no new friends, but I would like y'all to consider keeping your heart open to allow new friendships in your life. I don't know how to answer that question, but I want to be a great positive person to all that I meet. I've met so many amazing people, and there are so many blessings to go around. That's right. That is so right. Had I had the no new friends mentality, my friend that I've had, met in 2018, my life would be less without her in it. Like, she's married, she has two kids. Like, I got a new niece and nephew, and they are fantastic, and I wouldn't have them if I hadn't have allowed, my trust issues to kind of go a little bit to let this new person in. Question number 3, actually, I think somebody already answered that. How much do I care about being considered a good friend by others? How much do I enjoy listening to others and helping them work through problems that come up? I like being considered a good friend. I like being considered a good person. But I'm also not going to people please just to get that. Like, I'm just going to be me, and you either love it or you don't. You take it or you don't. Let's go to the next page. All right. How important is it to me to maintain long-term friendships? Am I interested in remaining close to old friends who may no longer share my values? Do I generally consider these relationships to be a source of pride or a chore? If there is somebody in your life and you're calling them a frenemy, they're not your friends, okay? Okay. But I like this question because a lot of people feel like, well, we've been friends for 37 years. I have to keep being friends with her. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you and this person are growing in separate directions, if this person doesn't have the same values as you, if this person, whatever, you do not have to keep somebody in your life just because of the time commitment. People grow, you should always be growing. Real, recognize real. Okay. Question number 2, what do I think about the relative importance in my life of friends versus family? I am always the odd man out on this question. Every time I do this class, every single person in class says family over friends. Every single person. Like, I've never had anybody say anything different. I, on the other hand, choose friends over relatives. And I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't say family, I said relatives. I don't have a relationship with my relatives. My friends are my family. And so a lot of people will say, but blood is thicker than water, but water tastes better. Okay. My relatives haven't been that great to me. And so, you know what? If this was a romantic relationship or a friendship and they treated me the way my relatives treated me, society would have been like, why don't you leave, girl? So guess what I did? Okay. Just because somebody is related by blood doesn't mean that they have the right to demean you, disrespect you, hurt you. Okay. So that's my soapbox right there. Let's see. I choose to match energy. I am on the side of justice. My kids over family and friends. Okay. Okay. I love it. Question number 3. I almost didn't put this in because COVID has completely changed the landscape of socializing, but I went ahead and left it in. So how much time do you need for yourself? And how much time do you need for socializing? COVID has changed things as far as physical socialization. Um, but people have found virtual ways to socialize or social distancing, social gatherings. So the question still pertains. Do you like a lot of alone time, or do you like a lot of time with your family and friends? I know for me, I'm an introvert, so I enjoy my alone time, but I also enjoy my friends. And so I make sure to make time for them for video chatting. More time for me versus socializing. Yeah. I mean, y'all can clearly see behind me, like books, and I have like this thing going. So, give me a book, give me my comfortable couch, and I'm good. Especially if I got some ice cream, I'm good. Let's see. I love my alone time. I get 95% with kids and at least 5% to myself. I love it. Yes. I'm actually really glad you brought that up. You deserve alone time. If you have a support system, if your kids are old enough to watch themselves for a bit, you deserve every week time to yourself to recharge. I love music and stretching. Ooh, I need to get into stretching. Lord, I just feel old sometimes. All right, so we've just gone over like 6 pages of questions. Which was the easiest to answer? I always kind of know the answer to this one because it's the speed in which you guys respond. So based off of the speed, the one about deal breakers, y'all answered that really quickly. And the one about what matters most in your life, y'all answered that really quickly. So I'm going to assume those were the easiest to answer. On the other side, which of those questions was the most difficult to answer? Easy, love, okay. So which was most difficult to answer? Was it the question talking about how you feel when you think about your family and friends? Was it the question talking about, do you want to share the same values as your partner, or is it okay if they're different? And you don't have to answer this in the chat box. I just want you to start thinking, because the one that's most difficult is the one you probably need to sit with and meditate or pray or brainstorm. The one that's easiest to answer, you already know, you're already secure in that answer. But the one that's most difficult, you need to sit in it, see where that takes you. Okay, so we've been using 10-10-10 all summer, talking about how you can use it to make decisions. Everybody on here has been to a class before, so I won't get into deep dive into 10-10-10, but we've talked about 10-10-10 with making decisions at work, or 10-10-10 with making decisions with your kids. But of course, you can use 10-10-10 in your relationships as well. Romantic, friendship, familial. You literally can do 10-10-10. You know what? I have this cousin. This is just hypothetical. I have this cousin that I don't know if I should keep this person in my life. In 10 minutes, if I remove my cousin from my life, what happens to me? In 10 weeks or 10 months, if I remove my cousin from my life, what happens? In 10 years. And so then that can help you bring to focus what's important for you, whether it's peace or whether it's keeping the family together, whatever it may be, you can 10-10-10 when it comes to relationships as well. This second little area, do you see your personal values reflected in the relationships that you currently have? So as we've been talking, I've been hearing a lot about, love, relationships, friendships, children, family. So the people in your life, do they reflect that? If you value business acumen, if you value entrepreneurship, do you have people in your life that are surrounding you that either have the same mindset or can help you in that mindset? Or do you have people in your life that are always putting you down for your business ideas? Or saying, why are you taking that course? That makes no sense. You wasting your money. If you have people in your life that are bringing you down, you have to evaluate, do I need this person in my life? Or on the other hand, you have somebody in your life that supports you, and you do a business thing, and they're there, first person in line buying it, first person in line sharing it on social media, first person in line bigging you up. You have to start evaluating whether the people in your life are reflecting what matters most to you. At the bottom, it says, are you ignoring some of your personal values in order to keep the peace in a relationship? That's a big one. And once again, you do not have to use the chat box, but I just want you to start thinking about your life. If you value your children, but you have somebody in your life that, why you gotta bring them? Can't you leave them at home? I just saw them last month. Like, I hope nobody would behave in that manner. I'm being a little extra, a little dramatic, but like, are the people in your life, are you ignoring some of your personal values in order to keep the peace? Well, I really like this guy, and I know he doesn't like my kids, but that's okay. Is it? So just start thinking about how you are. Are you letting things go just to keep peace? Um, just start thinking about these things.